Hey there, folks. Tim Slade here. One of the things I had to learn really early in my career is that I, as an individual, could not compensate or make up for my leader's lack of vision. If I was working on a project or a big, strategic initiative, if I had a vision for what could be true or what could be for that project or whatever it is I was working on, if I had a vision that was greater than what my leaders, my stakeholders, my boss could see, there was very little that I was going to be able to do to bring them to, where I was, right? And I share that with all of you because I know a lot of you out there are working on projects or working on teams where you have like a really big idea or vision of what could be. And no matter how hard you explain it, no matter how many times you draw it out, they just don't see it. They can't see it. And maybe that's because they're just not ready for it, right? Whatever the reason, what I want you to know is that does not make you a bad instructional designer. You are not a bad instructional designer. You are somebody who has a great vision for what could be, and they're just not ready for it, and they can't see it, and maybe you're operating in a bad system. There's that great saying, I don't know who said it, so feel free to put it in the comments if you know. And there's that great idea that, you can take the best employee, and if you put them in a bad system, the bad system's gonna win every single time. And one of the things that I wish we did a better job of in our industry, one of the things I wish we talked about more was how much corporate politics plays into and affects our ability to do our jobs. One of the things that if you're new to this industry, you're going to learn this really quickly. And if you're somebody who's been around for a hot minute, you know this to be true. Depending on who's making the request, who's making the demand, who's making the ask, the risk of saying no and pushing back is greater than the benefit of what could possibly be the outcome if you got them to do it the right way, right? The risk of pushing back and saying no is greater than whatever ROI you would get by trying to get them to do it the way they should be doing it. If you don't know what that means, you will learn one day. And if you know what that means, you know what that means, So it doesn't make you a bad instructional designer. It just makes you somebody who's operating in a system that isn't ready for the big ideas that you have. So you got to put them in your back pocket and save them for when you do work for that organization or that team that is ready for that big idea, or save it and use it for yourself. All right. But it doesn't make you a bad instructional designer. So let me know what you think down in the comments. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.